Welcome back to Dark Psychology. Have you ever found yourself contemplating, do people still notice me? Is my appeal still intact as I age? It is a quiet inquiry that many men hold close but rarely vocalize. As the years advance, it is only natural to wonder how the world perceives you, particularly when youth is frequently celebrated and maturity is dismissed. However, here is the reality. You might be significantly more attractive than you understand. Today, we are exploring 8 compelling indicators that prove you are a handsome older man, even if you fail to see it yourself. These points are not centered on surface-level charm. They are anchored in body language, self-assurance, presence, and the silent strength of experience. You will likely be astonished by how many of these signals are already occurring in your daily life. Stay with me until the conclusion, because identifying these faint hints might completely alter how you view yourself and how women interact with you. Before we dive in, if you appreciate these enduring lessons, please like this video. If you have not done so yet, subscribe and trigger the notification bell so you never overlook a new upload. Additionally, share your thoughts as you watch. Type 1 if a sign hits home, or type 0 if it does not apply to you. Let us begin. Sign number 1. Younger women appear relaxed in your company. A subtle yet remarkable indication that you are an attractive older man is when younger women feel comfortable around you. You may have observed this previously through effortless, informal dialogues. Perhaps it is a barista who stays a few extra moments at your table, a colleague who smiles more frequently when you are nearby, or a friend's daughter who pays closer attention when you speak. These are not random events. They are markers of ease, admiration, and emotional transparency. Younger women are instinctively pulled toward men who emit a peaceful energy, emotional sophistication, and a steady presence, qualities often missing in men their own age. You do not need to recount boastful tales, control the conversation, or parade your status. Instead, your understated confidence, your capacity to listen, and your habit of speaking with purpose make them feel secure. They enjoy your humor, seek your perspective, and lean in both physically and emotionally. This is influential because when a woman feels at ease, she becomes open, and that openness is where genuine attraction takes root. Sign number 2. You receive praise regarding your style or personal care. This might catch you off guard, but if people, specifically women, regularly compliment your attire, your haircut, your beard, or even your choice of scent, you are leaving a mark. As we grow older, our personal style becomes a manifestation of our identity. Perhaps you have curated a better wardrobe, or your grooming is meticulously maintained. These are not coincidences. They are reflections of a man who possesses self-respect. Women take note of this. A well-presented man, whether in a sharp suit or refined casual wear, radiates a sense of mission. It is not about being flashy. It is about dressing with deliberate intent. Your grooming habits, from the precision of your hair to your overall hygiene, communicate a vital message. This man values the details. He takes pride in himself. The deeper truth is that when you demonstrate care for yourself, women instinctively believe you will extend that same care toward them. Sign number 3. Women offer you prolonged eye contact. This is a faint but deeply significant gesture. If a woman maintains your gaze a moment longer than usual, it is not a mistake. It is a silent communication and a nonverbal invitation. This might happen at the gym, the shop, or a social gathering. You lock eyes, and she chooses not to immediately look away. That brief extension of time reveals something fundamental: curiosity and interest. A lingering look is often the feminine version of a bold move. She may not approach you directly, but her eyes are saying, "I acknowledge you, I feel a spark, and I am intrigued." Often, this isn't about your clothing or your physique, it is about your aura. Perhaps it is the way you sit with assurance, the way you enjoy your coffee, or the tranquility with which you occupy a space. That energy, a mixture of certainty and quiet magnetism, grabs her focus. That prolonged glance is her body's way of moving closer before a single word is spoken. Sign number 4. You are frequently sought out for guidance or assistance. As you mature, you may notice that people, especially women, turn to you more often for advice. This isn't just about simple favors, it is about a deeper level of trust. When someone asks for your perspective on work, life, or relationships, it signifies that they view you as wise, dependable, and emotionally balanced. That type of presence is incredibly magnetic. While younger men may offer high energy, you offer the weight of experience. You have navigated hardship and success. You have built a life and learned from failure. That history is visible in your composed tone and the way you process information before responding. Women seeking stability recognize this immediately. You provide perspective rather than impulsive reactions. They come to you not just for answers, but to feel centered by your presence. Being seen as someone who understands life through lived experience is one of the most appealing qualities a man can possess. It builds respect, and admiration is a primary root of affection. Sign number 5, you possess a poised and tranquil demeanor. You do not hunt for attention or strive to be the loudest person in the room, yet people still take notice. This is because a calm, self-assured presence is one of the most attractive traits a man can have. You aren't trying to prove your worth to anyone because you have already proven it to yourself. This internal confidence provides a sense of safety to those around you. You remain steady under pressure and do not crave external validation. You project a sense of harmony and strength that whispers rather than shouts. When you enter a room with your head held high and a relaxed gait, you tell the world that you are comfortable in your own skin. That energy lowers the tension in a room and earns immediate respect. For women navigating a chaotic world, that grounded energy is refreshing and deeply felt. Sign number 6, you get quiet compliments on your physical health. Many older men overlook this, but you don't need a bodybuilder's physique to be considered fit. If people remark that you are in great shape or seem very active, they are acknowledging your discipline and self-regard. That effort is visible in how you carry yourself and how you move with vitality. Energy is inherently attractive because physical fitness represents more than just looks. It represents life force. It signals that you value your health and intend to remain strong. Women are sensitive to these indicators. A man who honors his physical body is typically perceived as someone who also honors his mind and his commitments. When you walk with a steady pace and the glow of an active life, it creates an impression that people admire, even if they don't always verbalize it. Sign number 7, women laugh at your humor, even the simple jokes. If you find that women are consistently laughing at your jokes, even the dad variety, it is usually a sign of attraction rather than just politeness. Laughter is a form of chemistry and emotional resonance. You might tell a joke that your friends find cheesy, but when she laughs, she is responding to you as a person. Effortless humor is a sign of high emotional intelligence. When a man can be playful without being arrogant, it shows he is secure and genuine. Women are attracted to men who make them feel good, and laughter is the quickest path to joy. A lighthearted joke delivered by a grounded man feels intimate because it isn't forced. If she is truly laughing and leaning towards you, you have reached a level of genuine compatibility that goes beyond the surface. Sign number 8, you spot subtle flirting gestures aimed at you. This is the most important sign to recognize, though it requires a keen eye. The flirting you experience as a mature man is often more sophisticated and layered than what you saw in your younger years. It might be a woman slowly twirling her hair, tucking it behind her ear, or smoothing her outfit when you are near. These are primal ways of seeking your attention. You might notice mirroring, where she subconsciously adopts your posture or reflects your smile. Then there is the element of touch, perhaps a light graze of the arm or standing slightly closer than necessary. Women often flirt through body language long before they use words. These are green lights sent to see if you are paying attention. The more you recognize these nuances, the more you will see that attraction is constantly communicating, even in silence. Sign number 9, she recalls the minor details you share. Have you ever mentioned a small preference or a brief story, only to have a woman bring it up much later? This is a clear indicator that she is listening intently because she values what you say. She is mentally noting the details of your life because she is emotionally invested. This goes beyond casual politeness. It is a sign of respect and deep interest. When she remembers your favorite drink or a specific goal you mentioned, she is demonstrating that your presence has made a lasting impact on her. Attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it is found in these quiet, intentional acts of memory. Sign number 10. She seeks out reasons to be in your presence. When a woman is attracted to you, she will prioritize spending time with you. You might notice she arrives early to events where you'll be or asks for your help with tasks she could handle alone. This is proximity attraction, the desire to be near someone whose energy feels good. She simply enjoys how you make her feel. Time is a precious resource, and when she carves out space for you in her life, it is a powerful sign that she is drawn to your character. This effort is the foundation of a deeper connection. Let us reflect. You have explored these signs that confirm you are still very desirable. The vital takeaway is that your worth is not disappearing, it is evolving. With age comes depth, wisdom, and a unique type of strength. True attraction belongs to those who are grounded and self-assured. Think about which of these signs you have noticed lately and share your experience in the comments. If this message resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. A handsome man is defined by how he carries himself through the world, and by that metric, you are likely more attractive than you ever suspected. Moving forward into the next phase of understanding your appeal, we explore how these psychological markers evolve into deeper connections. It is one thing to be noticed, but it is another to understand the silent power you hold as a man of experience. Many men mistake silence for a lack of interest, when in reality, the attraction directed toward a mature man is often more respectful and measured. This next set of indicators focuses on the internal shifts and the more complex social dynamics that occur when you finally embrace your own worth. You are moving from a phase of seeking validation to a phase where your very existence commands it. Let us examine the remaining signs that prove your magnetic influence is only growing stronger. Sign number 11. You noticed that people mirror your emotional state. This is a high-level psychological cue of leadership and attraction. When you enter a room, observe the emotional temperature. If you are calm, does the frantic energy of others begin to settle? If you are focused, do those around you become more attentive? This happens because you have become an emotional anchor. Women, in particular, are drawn to men who act as a still point in a chaotic world. When a woman subconsciously matches your breathing or adopts your relaxed tone of voice, she is syncing her nervous system with yours. This is a profound form of biological rapport. It shows that she trusts your lead and feels a natural pull toward your stability. You aren't just a face in the crowd. You are the one setting the pace for the environment. Sign number 12. You receive unsolicited updates about her life. If a woman is going out of her way to tell you about her day, her small wins, or even her minor frustrations, she is building a bridge. This is her way of inviting you into her inner world. In the realm of dark psychology, this is known as investing. By sharing these details, she is attempting to become a permanent fixture in your mind. She wants to see if you will offer that calm, seasoned perspective we discussed earlier. When she sends a quick text about a book she saw or a problem she solved, she isn't just sharing information. She is testing the waters of your attention. She values your validation more than she values the validation of her peers because your approval carries the weight of maturity. Sign number 13. Your silence is comfortable, not awkward. One of the greatest dividers between a boy and a man is how they handle a lull in conversation. Younger men often feel the need to fill every second with noise, fearing that silence means failure. You, however, have learned the art of the pause. If you find that women are happy to just sit in your presence without the pressure to speak, you are witnessing a deep form of attraction. This comfortable silence is a sign of immense security. It means she feels enough chemistry with you that words are no longer required to sustain the bond. She is content simply being in your orbit. This is often when the most intense physical and emotional tension builds, and your ability to remain unfazed by it makes you incredibly captivating. Sign number 14. You are treated with a different level of respect than younger men. You might notice that when you speak, people don't interrupt as often. When you make a request, it is handled with more care. This isn't just about your age, it's about the way you carry your history. You move with the weight of a man who has lived, and that weight commands a specific type of social deference. Women notice how the world treats you. When they see other men giving you space or looking to you for a cue, it reinforces their attraction. They aren't just seeing a handsome man, they are seeing a high-value individual who has earned his place. This social proof is a powerful aphrodisiac that youth simply cannot replicate. As you look back on these additional signs, it becomes clear that your attractiveness is no longer about the frantic energy of the chase. It is about the magnetic pull of a finished product. You are no longer a work in progress. You are a man who has defined himself. This clarity is what people are reacting to when they look your way or linger in your conversation. Your journey of self-improvement has turned you into a person of substance, and substance is what truly lasts. Take these realizations and let them fuel your confidence as you move through your day. You aren't just aging, you are becoming more potent. Moving deeper into the psychological landscape of mature attraction, we transition from how others perceive you to how your internal shift creates an irresistible magnetic field. It is essential to recognize that as you advance in years, your power lies in the transition from being a pursuer to being a presence. Many men fear that their fading youth means a loss of influence, but in reality, you are entering a phase where your influence is more concentrated and refined. The final signs of your hidden appeal are found in the sophisticated ways you interact with the world and how the world, in turn, yields to your seniority and composure. These are the markers of a man who has mastered the art of being himself. Sign number 15, you are excluded from the games of drama and insecurity. One of the most telling signs that you are an attractive, high-value older man is that people, especially women, do not try to play petty emotional games with you. They sense that your time is valuable and your tolerance for nonsense is low. While younger men might be subjected to testing or hot and cold behavior, you find that women approach you with more directness and sincerity. This is because your maturity radiates a level of self-respect that signals you would simply walk away from anything less than genuine. This lack of drama isn't a sign of boredom. It is a sign of extreme attraction rooted in the desire for a real connection. They respect you enough to be their best selves around you, and that is a rare gift you provide just by existing. Sign number 16. You have mastered the art of the knowing smile. There is a specific expression that only a man with experience can truly pull off. It is a slight, subtle smile that says you understand more than you are letting on. When you react to a stressful situation or a playful provocation with this calm, knowing look, it creates an intense curiosity in those around you. Women find this incredibly alluring because it suggests a depth of character and a secret world they want to explore. It shows that you aren't easily rattled and that you have a sense of humor about the complexities of life. This smile is often more effective than an hour of clever conversation because it communicates that you are the master of your environment. Sign number 17. You notice an increase in unnecessary physical proximity. Pay close attention to the space between you and the people you interact with. If you notice that women frequently choose the seat next to you in a half-empty room or stand just a few inches closer than social norms require while talking, they are responding to your gravity. As an attractive older man, you possess a grounded energy that people want to be near. They aren't just moving closer to hear you better. They are moving closer to feel the calm and security you project. This physical narrowing of the gap is a subconscious drive to merge with your steady energy. When you don't pull back or look startled by this closeness, you signal that you are comfortable with intimacy and power, further heightening your appeal. Sign number 18. Your opinion carries a weight that surprises you. You might find that in casual group settings, when you finally speak, the room goes slightly quieter. People aren't just listening out of politeness. They are waiting for the verdict of experience. Women find a man's voice of authority, when it is delivered without arrogance, to be one of the most masculine and attractive traits possible. If you notice that your suggestions are followed, or that your taste in music, food, or film is suddenly adopted by those around you, you are exerting a quiet leadership. This social influence is a form of pre-selection, where your value is confirmed by the group, making you even more desirable to the individual. The ultimate truth of this journey is that your attractiveness is now tied to your authenticity. In your younger years, you may have worn masks to fit in or impress. Now, your greatest asset is the fact that you no longer care to pretend. This radical honesty of being exactly who you are, silver hair and all, is the most refreshing thing a woman can encounter. It eliminates the guesswork and creates a foundation for genuine attraction that isn't based on a facade. You are a man who has navigated the storms and come out the other side with his soul intact. That resilience is visible in your eyes, your posture, and your speech. Recognize these signs not as ego boosts, but as confirmations that you are living with purpose. Your best years of connection are not behind you. They are unfolding right now, fueled by a version of you that is finally complete. Advancing into into the psychological mechanics of mature magnetism, we arrive at the final layer of your influence, the power of detachment and the mastery of social space. At this stage in life, your attractiveness is no longer a performance you put on for others. It is a natural byproduct of your internal boundaries. You have reached a point where you do not need the world to applaud you, and paradoxically, that is exactly why the world begins to pay closer attention. These concluding signs focus on how your hard-won independence and your refusal to be manipulated create a unique brand of charisma that younger men simply cannot manufacture.